Let's be honest, some days we just don't want to cook, but that doesn't mean our food has to be boring. Today we're making not one, not two, but four easy, bold, and flavor packed no cook sauces that can elevate any meal. A peri-peri, a chimichurri, and two pestos, one green and one red. So let's get started. Hello, and welcome to Munch. And first up, we have what I call the sauce of a thousand trades because of how versatile it is. Originally from Argentina, the chimichurri sauce is mainly known for its perfect pairing with steak. But of course, me being me, I use it in many other ways. It also goes amazingly well with fish and seafood, chicken, pasta, and I'm sure in many more ways. And to make it, you'll need a good hand of parsley. This one weighed approximately 30 grams, washed, chopped, and with no stems. One hot chili, and this one was a medium heat one, and I removed the seeds so it didn't turn out too fiery. If you do the same, you'll likely get a very mild spicy aftertaste. Chop up the chili, and you'll also need about a teaspoon of oregano, 2 garlic cloves minced or grated, 2 tablespoons of vinegar that gives a much needed tangy punch, half a cup of olive oil, a quarter of a teaspoon of paprika for a nice layer of smokiness and color, but this is optional, an equal amount of crushed black pepper, also optional, and about a teaspoon of salt. You can add more or less. The important thing is that you season according to your taste. All you'll have to do is combine everything, give it a good mix, and guess what? It's done. I'd suggest that you give it the time for all the flavors to get acquainted with each other before serving, say 1 to 2 hours, and it's ready to eat. I am aware that there are many different ways of doing this sauce. This just happens to be the one that I particularly love, and I hope you love it too. Another day, another sauce, and now let's make a quick peri-peri sauce. And this one is quite literally fire in more than one way. A staple in my home country, it's no surprise that I developed a high tolerance for spicy food very early on. This particular one has a tangy and fiery punch that gives an edge to any meal. I recently visited an auntie of mine and I had to ask her for a brilliant recipe, and she generously shared it with me. So let's make it. Starting with the chilies, here I'm using 175 grams of medium heat level green chilies. However, if your heat tolerance is low, I'd suggest that you should start with something milder or maybe remove the seeds. I didn't because I like to play with fire. I just chopped them up and hoped for the best. Do the same to half an onion and then add the juice of 2 lemons to the potty. I seasoned mine with 1 teaspoon of salt, but this is where your personal taste should kick in, so you can add more or less if you want to. Grind this up until pulpy, and it's done. If you're not used to peri-peri, I'd suggest that you eat this in very small doses, especially if you didn't remove the seeds. But think chili heat with the bright heat of lemon that wakes up all your taste buds. You can glaze this over a roasted chicken and very quickly have your own peri-peri chicken. But if like me, you love spicy food, this one goes well with most meals. Now let's take a trip to Italy and make 2 versions of the one and only pesto sauce. At this point, I've lost count to the number of times a pesto sauce has saved my day. So let's make it. For this particular one, I'm using walnuts instead of pine nuts and roasted the garlic. I used about half a cup of walnuts and about 3 roasted garlics for each pesto. You can use raw garlic instead, but I personally love the smokiness that the roasted garlic brings to this pesto. To roast it, I drizzled a little bit of olive oil, wrapped in aluminum foil, and popped it into the oven for 30 to 40 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. I took advantage of the fact that I was roasting another dish, but if you ask me, using your oven just to roast garlic is kind of a waste of time and energy. If you don't feel like roasting your garlic, 1 raw garlic clove for each recipe should be enough. Then add half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, salt about half a teaspoon, and black pepper to your taste. And if you're gonna make green pesto, you'll need the equivalent to 2 cups of fresh basil, washed. For the red pesto, you'll need about 100 grams or approximately 1 cup of sun-dried tomatoes. Pour everything into the food processor, then slowly add half a cup of olive oil as shown. And done. You can toss this with pasta, spread it on sandwiches, use it as a pizza base, in wraps, or mix through warm couscous. There are endless possibilities. So there you have it. 4 sauces, 0 cooking, and endless flavor possibilities. Whether you're craving heat, herbs, or creamy comfort, these quick blends have you covered. Just grab your blender, taste, tweak, and make it yours. If you've enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. You'll have my eternal gratitude. If you're looking for other quick sauce recipes, then you should definitely check this one right here. Let's meet there. Until then, have a beautiful day. Bye-bye!